Good morning, race fans. Racing 393 on a little bit of an impromptu capture. Wasn't planning to do anything, but I have been in between last capture and just generally just enjoying myself on my rig. I've sort of gone back to Assetto Corsa on the Xbox. Excuse me, a big debate, whereas we're still waiting for the update through Kunos and Microsoft. It's been months. The PC's way ahead, which it always tends to be, and then to get a kick in the teeth, we get the PlayStation 4 update released, who are, as far as I'm aware, happily playing that. There's a few issues that I've read about, but there's always issues. There's always issues with updates. But us, the Xbox One console owners, have jack shit, nothing. Kunos only keeps apologising for the delay. That doesn't really wash to me, to be honest. They brought a game out that, back in the day, Assetto Corsa, which you all bought. It wasn't finished. Eventually they updated it and various fixes and one another. And it got better and better. And a few updates and patches further on, we get a few cars and tracks. And it's actually at the stage now where it's quite playable. It's probably the most sim-like race game on console. There's still issues with the game, which I'll go into in a second. It does become a little bit more of a quick race or a hot lapping exercise rather than an out-and-out career or championship. When the new update eventually comes out, we'll hopefully be having a better conversation about the AI championship and and more importantly, although not to me as such, but more importantly in the community, it would seem, the online ability. The only online game I will do regularly, only because it's the only way to play it, is iRacing. Everything else, I need to sit down and have a little practice at some online stuff. And I may do that sounds a bit weird, I'll do some online stuff online. What I mean is I'll capture some online events. And eventually what I'm hoping to do is do some live capture as it happens. Maybe online, so with one of these games, whether it be Assetto Corsa or anything like that, or Dirt 4 when it comes out. So we'll have to do that one. But just to sort of go and show what it's like online, how easy it is, what sort of people you get on there, the style of driving, because that's what lets this down. You find you get so many, I want to split my mind here, so many dickheads that go online and, alright, if you want to go in there and fuck about, fine, it's a game at the end of the day, it's not real life, is it? But you don't go online and spend all this money on wheels and set up and kit. You don't have to, but I have, and I expect to have a good race online. You want to race like-minded people. Mistakes will happen, I know, but you get so many idiots that just either don't know how to drive, don't really care, and don't really understand the implications of enjoyment online racing. Like I said, iRacing is about the only one that, well, there's others I know, but iRacing is the one that springs to mind, which seems to get that right. So we're still waiting, as I say, going back to the original comment, still waiting for some updates. There's a lot of content that we haven't got. cars, version 10 on the tyre model, or my understanding is what the PC's on. Now I have done not a capture, but I've done a back-to-back drive on console, this one, and the PC. It is different, miles different. Same wheel. It's completely different. But when you've been playing other sims on PC, Automobilista, Race Room, and the likes, Project Cars, even on Project Cars on PC, and then you come back to the Xbox One Assetto Corsa, and you're mildly surprised of how good it is. You can really get torn up in the negativity of not having the information, or not having the updates when you want them, when everyone else has, and you can get caught up in all the negativity on the forums. But really, when you come down to it, when you actually play this game, it is an absolutely blinding piece of kit. I agree there are improvements, like I said. I also agree that the PC is ahead. It does feel better. But you've got to give this one credit. We're talking of consoles here. It'd be interesting. I mean, I haven't got a PlayStation 4, so I can't comment. But it would be interesting to have a go at Assetto Corsa on the PlayStation and compare it with this. I mean, it doesn't just end there buying a console and a game. My Fanatic wheel, or my one, isn't compatible with the PlayStation. Even though Fanatic have now introduced, which is annoying, a wheelbase which is compatible with Xbox, PlayStation and PC. That's really pissed me off in a way, because I would have probably gone down that route, because then I can sort of buy a PlayStation 4, because they're not that expensive. Because when GT6 comes out, I'd probably want to go at that, and I'll have a wheel. Which also then means that my PlayStation 3 Gran Turismo games could be played through the PS4, that's my understanding, and my wheel would work. So, that's annoying. But that's another subject. Anyway, that's enough chat. We're going to go to special events. Now, I'm going to go through this with you. The one I'm going to try, which is I have been playing on this, there's loads on here, don't realise how many there is this one. The Tatus race. Tatus? Which are basically FP4s. Is it FP Formula 4s? That's what they're trying. That's like the ones that they race at Toka. That's effectively what I think these are kind of modelled on. I could be wrong. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how utterly impossible. This is the negative side. I put myself down as, well, I'm careful here. I am quite good sim racer. I'm not rubbish. I do rubbish stuff, and I hardly finish my races. But that's because I publish what I do. I don't hide anything. If it all goes tits up on my capture, then it will go out there as a tits up event. But I am reasonably well kitted out and understanding of how a sim should feel, competitiveness. I mean, I've done all these sims, and I am reasonably on certain settings. I've got to be careful with the AI settings, how competitive I am. But I'm reasonably well competitive, sorry. Now this one is a track that I love. I all but know it like the back of my hand, every little bump. There's a few little bits on here which are a bit weird, which if I get a chance I might point out to you, see if you've noticed them. But this is basically just trying to get it in the top 3. I was on medium setting from memory, so we can't change livery. The cars are all the same. You can't change anything here apart from that. And medium is what? Can you change anything else? No, don't think so. So we're on medium. It's a quick race in what is basically the UK version of Formula 4. Now I suppose these are what you can change, but as you know, we make sure that we do most of our sim racing, unless it's Forza, everything off. Oh, excuse me. I yawned mid-talk, didn't want to do that. And I mean, this is basically it. This is just these are quite good fun. There's not a lot of power there. You have to really got to rely on slipstreaming, and it really is flat out. Yet you'll see how far off I am, and not really because I'm shit, because the AI is just too fast. I'd be interested to see. No, so the AI is just too fast for me. I would be interested to see what people do on this themselves. Other sim racers on medium and everything. So right. As you can see, there's loads of challenges. This is the fault with Assetto Corsa. Some of the challenges are sort of achievable, others are just impossible. On medium setting, for me, this is impossible. Can't remember if I've tried it on easy. Actually, is it easy, medium and hard? Is that what it's got? Which means that's gold, silver, bronze. Is that how it works? So I'm just keeping an eye on my capture. It looks pretty smooth. I can still see the bars all going up, which is good. Now the only thing I think you could alter on here is the setup. That's something else which you can't save. Now, it's only 5 laps, so it would, because I've got the fuel on, I could have turned that bit off I suppose, it would make sense, drop that down a bit, 20 litres I guess that means. So I can, see I've not altered anything. On the last 2 runs I've done, I've not altered anything on it, and I've been like half a second off, like the last place guy, but well, second to last. And what I might do for the first time, I'm just gonna notch that down 1. I don't even, well obviously I know what it does, but I don't know if it will work properly. Okay, look, I'll leave the differential where that is. And then we've got here softs, which is interesting. I've been doing this on medium, so I've not changed that either. I've only just noticed it. I thought, you think going into these fixed setups or fixed races, if you like, everything should be the same. Clearly it's not. And I'm going to leave that where it is as well. So all I've done is put on soft tyres and reduce the fuel. Now, you don't get a chance to sort of have a play. It's straight in there. Yeah, you can see down there that I'm on medium. So what that means is, I suppose, if I won that race, it's not going to happen, but if I win it, I'll get a bronze. Hard and alien. Well, that's never going to happen at the moment, is it? Right, so, itch. Right, here we go. No practice, straight in there. Whatever happens, I've talked quite a lot in this video, whatever happens, happens. Turn that off. Try and get a bit of slipstream. Just gotta wait. That wasn't me. Tyres still don't grip very well, even though they're soft. I'm losing traction already, or not losing track, losing gain, space. Got a good run then. Right, so we're in 8th. Now, last time I played this, they were lapping in the 155s after a while. Right. So you've got to be so smooth, that's what I'm trying to be. Not take too much curb. Pushes around that corner. It's a horrible corner, the Lesmos. So we're still gaining time, but we're not gaining on the car in front, which is annoying. The first part of that chicane is about the only curb you can really attack properly. So I'm losing ground on the cars in front. isn't a lot of power in this car, that's the problem. It's a lot of momentum. The guy behind is definitely catching, but I'm concentrating on my line, making sure I change gear with it before it gets into the limiters. Did that in your third gear then. It's the fact that you can't catch them. So we're 6/10 up. So that was quite a good run for that chicane there. I might break into the 55s if I'm lucky. This is a difficult corner. Push then. I lost like 2 or 3 tenths on that corner alone. So that puts me just into the 155s. That was better than last time. Because not far off the pace, which is pretty good. The wheel actually missed a gear change then. I pushed the button, or the paddle, and nothing happened. That's why I went a bit sort of wide and a bit offline in that chicane there. Yeah, a bit too hot then, that was my fault. I'll try to make up on the next one. So I've lost all my momentum now. It's probably 5 tenths down already. Make some time up on this one, this chicane. Too much curb. That was rubbish. We'll do a bit of blocking. Got one more lap. So that was not a particularly good lap, time-wise. And it's because I was trying to overdrive in the chicanes. So I'm a bit further off now, I've got a quicker lap in now with the guys up front. Ooh. Just pushed. I went quite slow, but didn't have any front end grip then. The tyre heating element on this game, if we have a look at that would explain it. But why are they like that? I just want to finish now. The tyres apparently are cold, which is a bit weird. Sorry, I'm actually not concentrating now. It's because my graphics are not up. There we go. another go in a minute. So the block. Right, so that's that race done. 8th, and I got a 1:55.7. And the game just ends. Something else I need to fix. Right, so looking at that, 8th. Now that's quite competitive. I was actually mildly surprised. In fact, what lap time did I get? 1:55.7, as I said. Yeah, that would. It's been the slowest one out there, though. Funny enough, 1:55.7. The guy behind, although was catching, was slower, and the guy behind that. So the last guy in 12th place was faster, as in the who were behind me, and in front of me. Diego Perez, that's a good name, isn't it? I wonder if he's Mexican or Spanish. 1:55.9. So anyway, just look at that. That's quite competitive on medium. So what I'll try now, because I'm actually I'm into the zone. Right, we'll go back into the. Oh, we can quit, can we? I don't want to restart. I want to quit. Right, I'm going to have another go. Keep it on medium. Yeah. I'll go back into the settings on the hits. See if those settings I've put on there are the same. If not, change them. I mean, this is going to be, what are we up now? We're up to 28 minutes. So we've just got another like 5 laps, so we'll probably look at another maybe 10 minutes. Hopefully it won't be too long. So, as you can see, you've got to make, it would seem you have to make some settings to the car to get it competitive. Last time I run this, it was just out of the box, didn't change anything. Hard tyres or medium tyres, more fuel, same amount of wing, as standard. And I didn't lap that quick. Now that would be interesting. So you can see it hasn't remembered anything, so that's a rule. So we keep that the same. So it was on 5. Let's try 4. Nope. Because we've gone down less downforce on a high speed track. That was the same. We put them down to soft, and that's that. So all we've done is just reduced the wing another notch. This is about the only time you really get a chance to compare if the game's simulated in the right way. Now I did go off the boil a little bit. I don't like that being on there, it puts me off. So we don't have any of that. First few laps are always dodgy. like that. Now I made a reasonable start then. He's blocking. Oh, he's gone wide. Right, hopefully we can get a run. There's that bit of a, when you're behind a car, the sound gets a bit distorted. Now the car does feel a little bit more skittish, it does feel not as stable, I must admit. Capture still looks okay. Try not to pay too much attention to it. So I'm still way off that. He's putting almost the pace on the first lap. So after the first lap, the tyres do tend to warm up a bit. He went off, so he should have loss of momentum, but he's still keeping pretty much on pace. Third gear's a bit iffy on that one. That's the first Lesmo. Pushes right hell through that one. And the second one. Got a lot of push. And I've lost a lot of momentum there. Because the guy behind's catching. And the guy in front is pulling away from me. So we've got a bit of blocking. Just want to make sure I get my line right through there. Again, like I said before, it's momentum. You've got to keep that momentum up to get the best out of the car. There's not a lot of power there. Guy behind's really got a better run off me there. So I can see, because he's in my slipstream, so we're going to have to do a little bit of blocking. He's going to go on the inside. I'm off position now. Right, we survived that one. We might get some slipstream off the car in front now, which would be handy. So we are a position ahead as we were before. Lap time, not that good. You can't push through them chicanes. Because the front just washes right out. And there. I've just lost a bit of momentum, although I'm 5/10 up, which isn't too bad. If I get into the 55s lap times, that's what I was last time. Let's see if we can get a good line through here. Not that great, I was sort of locked up going through there then. We're just in that slipstream, it would seem. Are we losing time? Yes. Oh, change gear. Definitely lose time now. That was annoying. So I made a bit of time through there actually, because we're in his toe. A 1:55.5. That's better. I couldn't quite get the bite on that corner then. And I've lost traction out of that corner again, so I'm 4 tenths down already, nearly 5 tenths now. Alright, Lesmo 1, I'll try and fourth. I don't know if that works any better there. I've made a little bit of time up. I see my sort of tenths are coming down. I'm 3.5 tenths off at the moment, just over. Well, there we go. Got a good run through there that time. We're now in his slipstream. So down to the parabolica. I'm quicker. There we go, out. He's on the outside. Should we squeeze him out? Yes. He's coming back. So we'll stop that one. That was a bit quicker by me. Not much. 3 tenths off the pace. Not bad. Final lap. And that'd be a good lap time if I can keep that up. I doubt that's going to happen. I'm 6 tenths up already. That must have all been made that first chicane. Goes to show how much time you can lose. Lost a bit more there. I didn't want to wash out. Front doesn't want to grip around the Lesmo 1. Difficult corners. So we're losing time now. We was like 6 tenths up earlier. I'm 4 tenths up now. I could get fastest lap, which would be a first. Bit too much curb on the way out then. But not doing too bad. Will I get into the 54s? Maybe not, I don't know. That is going to be close. Oh, change gear. A 54.9, that's my fastest ever. And 6th place. That's better. So I've got a 54.957. There's a 54.936 by Dan Gooch. Damn, that was close. So not quite the fastest lap. By like 200ths of a second. That was quite good. Right, so it's tempting to go down again. Can you actually stand watching for like nearly an hour? What should I do? Should I do it? If you don't watch it, your loss, isn't it? So just quickly make a note of that. 154.9. Right. We'll quit that one. Now this is all well and good, providing I do another clean race. As you're all aware, that might not happen. It does push in at Lesmo 1 and 2. I can't get the bite. That's where I think I'm losing out my pace on the lap times. I don't quite know why the computer's how do I turn that off? There we go. Fucking Cortana. Well, don't say that word. Oh no, I've said it. Shut up. Why is it talking to me now? Go away. Go away. What? Never ever say that word. Oh, I'm not going to say it because it hears you. Fucking stupid thing. Right. Yeah, here we go again. So we've still got plenty of fuel in that car, haven't we? Should we try and bit daring for the final one at 3? Is that going to be too much? Let's try there. Or there. There? 15 seems to bring bells. I don't know. I know people with OCD there, but at least 16's like a nice... What is it though? 5, 15. That's where it was. Let's try it. Let's try 15. Yeah, I don't know. So that's where we were. We'll try down one more then, shall we? And there, so we've gone down 2 notches now. Leave that as it is. Put that onto soft. Now, it's all on the rear. We've got travel range. Don't understand. I'm not really going to get into that. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Turn that off because it's frustrating. Here we go again. The final 5 laps of today. Whoops. That was my fault then. That's annoying. There's still only yellow damage, so should be alright. Not as good this time. Best time to overtake people is at the beginning, like in real life. Not a bad bad move so far. So up to 6th, which is where I was in the last race. Alright, so head down. Let's see what we can do. Car did feel a bit more stable, believe it or not. I don't know why that would be. Less fuel maybe. Lighter. Still way off the first pace, the first lap. Yeah, that was my fault then. Just braking too late, or there's not as much downforce on the car. We'll find out now in the next few corners, or the chicane, sorry. Still pushing on the Lesmo one. Not hooked up on there yet. Let's get a couple of clean laps in. See there, it didn't quite hook up to the line. I was offline. It wasn't. The front didn't feel as planted. Still 5 seconds quicker than my last lap, which isn't bad. So that's a 150. So that's gone down to my sort of quickest laps anyway. Again, the paddle shift didn't change down when I wanted it to. Maybe I need to upgrade to those 120 quid ceramic ones that were, hang on. Reviewed the other month. Missed the apex end. So fuel should be alright for another 2 laps. I'm kind of concentrating now on my line, so I'm a little bit quieter. I'm just in his slipstream now, it would seem. And the car pushed around there. But you can see I'm sort of holding my own now. I'll try and keep in his toe. So that's a 1:55.6. That's not a bad lap time. I'm just trying to keep it tidy on the chicanes. So we're just gaining on him now. Not sure I'll get through here. Go for a better exit. There's no point trying to overtake him in the Lesmos. It's going to be on the main straight after this chicane, I reckon. Oh! First mistake. That was a shame. I should have waited. I should have waited, like I said I was going to. That would have been a good lap time then. Just snapped off me there. Right, all we can do now really is go for a lap time. The car does feel quicker, I must admit. Got just enough fuel. Nice and tidy. Problem is now, the last lap I did with the guy in front of me, I was in his slipstream, so I'm not going to get that kind of speed now on the straights. It's up to like 140 miles an hour. Just going to struggle now. And I did try to carry too much speed there. Probably the guy behind's in my toe now. A little bit of blocking is going to be necessary, I feel. Although I'm still making good time. My lap time's going to be in green in a minute, and there we go. That's rubbish. I normally do that in fourth, didn't I? I don't know what happened then. I was more concerned about the guy behind. So we have a bit of blocking here, maybe. Better run out of there then, that's good. So, 6th again. And a slightly quicker lap time, is that? I don't know, it's not, is it? I got 54.9 last time, didn't I? I can't remember. Rubbish, aren't I? So 55.6. There we go. So that would be the last one there. I made a mistake on that one, so on that last chicane, ignoring that. But so the interesting thing is, you need to change the setup in the car to get the best out of it. And where the game falters is you can't save your setup. It doesn't remember it. So if you start messing around with more complex changes like damper settings, rebound, bump, springs, casters and that, you're going to forget it. So you need to write it all down, which is a bit archaic, but that's how we used to do it. Anyway, just stick it on there for a minute while I'm chatting. So yeah, I mean, like I say, for a hot lap exercise and working out what's fast and what isn't, it's really good. That is really good fun. You can do that with any of those challenges, I would think, on hot lap. It has shown that once you get the car set up right, like changing the tyres is a big one, lowering the weight, the fuel, and the downfalls on a track like this, it kind of highlights the fact that you can't just go in with the base setup and expect to be quick. Some people I know don't like messing around with setups, but I think in challenges which have set setups, I would agree. You know, if it's got a set setup and it's all like online, if you have an online challenge, you want everyone to do the same, don't you? You want everyone equal. So then, yeah, have a fixed setup, fixed conditions, and all that kind of stuff. But with this, I think you should be able to change the wing and change various things on the car and try and get the best out of it. This is proven that that's what's needed. Is that where I went off? Let's have a quick look at that again. So we'll go down to a bit of slow, like that. I suppose I can change the camera, like that. I want one sort of like low down, but looking at that chicane at the end. Now this is where I should have waited. I should have gone down it, but then, you know, once you stop going for gaps, you're no longer a racing driver. So I went in, I didn't want to hit him, and then my car just snapped. I don't know how I missed him, actually. That might be quite a good little... Let's go back a bit there. And we'll slow it down a bit more. Yeah, as that famous person once said, once you stop going for gaps, you're no longer a racing driver. And I was a bit optimistic there, because it lost it on the curb, and then I nearly hit him. He was ahead of it. They didn't feel that much ahead of it at the corner. Let's go back again a second. So I'm dissecting now. This is my anal part of sim racing. So we're on the static cam. See, he had the corner. Although he was wide, I've gone to the sort of apex, took the curb. That's fair enough, but the car, you can see, is out of control there. And then we could have had a big accident, ended up nowhere. I don't know how I missed him, actually. I didn't actually lose a position, so... Yeah, anyway, there you go. So, yeah, interesting. That is an hour. That'll keep you busy. Might do another one tomorrow or later on tonight. A different challenge. Maybe do a tin top or something and compare. I'll have to do one that I know I'm reasonably competitive with. So, I don't know yet. But, yeah. So, final note. Come on, Kunos. Come on, Microsoft. For God's sake, stop dragging your heels and get this bloody update out. What is wrong with you? I know there's probably issues with the PlayStation 4 one. Maybe they don't want the same repeat on the Xbox, so they're trying to iron them out. I get all that, but come on. What they should do is, rather than release it in stages, is wait until they're all ready on all three platforms: PC, PS4, and Xbox. Get it all. It's a job at the end of the day, isn't it? It's your work. Get it all done and then release it. We're all gamers. I've got, well, apart from PS4, I've got the PC one, and it's all up to date. And it is different to this. It's not quite as accessible because there's more settings. This is more pick up and play. So yeah, pull your finger out. Get it sorted. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. That is about an hour, give or take 15 seconds. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.